And from Delta State, the Anglican Diocese of Asaba has held the second session of its 16th Synod with the theme, Christians and Stewards of God, Mysteries and Bounties, and Bible text from Mark chapter 4, verse 11, and 1 Corinthians chapter 4, 1 and 2. The Synod was held at St. Philip's Anglican Church, West End, Asaba, Delta State. In his presidential charge to the Synod, the Bishop of the Diocese, the Right Reverend Kingsley Obu, frowned at the violence some individuals exhibited at the 2023 general elections as he beckoned on all citizens to condemn the act.
The Presidential and National Assembly elections of February 25 set the tone for the horrendous occurrences during the gubernatorial elections on Saturday, 18th March. Unfortunately, in some states, it was characterized by tension, flawed processes, violence, and broad daylight electoral robbery. It has never happened that on the day of election, not only were incidences of ballot paper snatching rampant throughout the country, armed terror gangs took over the streets and the polling units, while a dangerous dimension of inter-ethnic violence was introduced. The gangsters brandished lethal weapons, with which voters were threatened and intimidated from coming out to vote or forced to vote against their consciences. Thus, many people were not able to exercise their franchise. All well-meaning citizens must condemn electoral violence in all forms. Nigerians know that political power is not served in a restaurant. Nigerians know that it is not served a la carte. But Nigerians also know that to fight for it at all costs, to grab it, and to snatch it is a criminal offense that should be discouraged in every way possible. Synod wishes to suggest that the federal government sets up a high bandwidth team to study the discovery of californium in Nigeria and see how the government can attract direct foreign investors to boost our foreign revenue earning, rather than leave such natural treasure in the hands of a few under the pretext of ignorance. The discovery of californium and any other natural resources in Nigeria should not be treated differently from the crude oil in Niger Delta.
Earlier at the Synod, the guest preacher, resource person, and others spoke on the theme of the Synod.
Men are not prepared. Infants are made deacons, are made priests, are made infants. Men who cannot even defend the scripture, who don't understand the theology of the scripture, are wearing cope and answering venerable, answering bishops. Men who are not prepared. Stewards are prepared. They are not made overnight.
God is not against money. God is not in love with money, but God uses money for his purpose. Now, the caution of Jesus is that the service that is rendered to money and rendered to God cannot be done at the same time. That either a person will choose to serve God or he will choose to serve money. For it is unfortunately impossible to serve both God and money at the same time and concurrently. The implication is that when you serve God, money will follow you.